player cam, it feels like he's going through options. A face of confusion. Is this the right choice?
He's like, how do I live?
Lucian,
I don't like this.
full disclosure.
So they can just straight proxy Jackie to level 1. You're going to stay level 1, buddy.
Jackie Love has to be
Lost
frustrated.
everything. He lost it
Level
all.
3 from LeBron. Can't sidestep as the initial Q connects. Hansama only level 2. Is able to proc to press the attack. Jackie Love so damn low. Skewmon starting to walk down. TES imprisoned under this bot lane tower. If they go anywhere else, they will fall. And if they leave, they will fall
Jackie
even
needs level
further
2.
behind. Jackie Love desperately needs access to the spell shield, but it looks like Skewmon might just start to walk him down. Knockup is there, but again, LeBron 3 for 3 on the bindings. Hong though clutch as he fires back.
Ooh, G2 barely get out alive with the other 2 members. Mid though.
Caps caught out, procs the phase rush, starts to run, will be able to make it away. Hong on the way in to try to finish off the run. Q, flash, slowed down. Skewmon getting a little bit more damage. Down goes Hong. He wanted to turn it back, but G2 find another.
We wanted to see a better early game from G2.
Stack Dragons have Ryze constantly hovering to gank on bottom side, and Skewmon extra grubs as well. You know, he got second Scuttle Crab, so he got that extra leverage over Kanavi, then getting the grubs as well. It's just so nice for this champ.
G2, happy to have all 3 Void grubs. And again, TES, we saw what a dive comp looks like when you get these big leads early on. But obviously when you fall behind, it gets a little bit more difficult. You can't be as liberal with those cooldowns. You really need to be hitting these multi-man equalizers. You need to be connecting the Fate sealed from Cream. Now in the mid lane, they've managed to connect an initial bit of CC, but Caps, again, just making the most out of the phase rush. They don't
Hovering around, and this time it's not fake pressure. He has the ulti available. He's been spotted.
Cap spotted Jackie Love on the run, now realizes there's really nowhere for him to go. The last bastion of safety. TP not quite there for Cream, TP not quite there for 369 as the Colin comes out onto Jackie Love, getting lower and lower. The heal already popped. Cap's waiting off to the side, Skewmon tanking the tower, and the TPs are now coming in. That's the feat of warfare for G2, and the portal out! A flawless heist on the top side, the equalizer. Too damn late.
369 waves goodbye to them as G2 mission accomplished. Tower dive successful and early game won.
Broken Blade moved from bot lane into mid. Kanavi working with Cream to try and find a pick, and they will get the flash out from Broken Blade. Skewmon gets one, throws the briefcase to close that case file as he gets away to safety. And now we return back to live as Caps has found Hong.
Straying way too far forward. Thought he had an angle. Thought G2 were resetting, but punished for his hubris.
Putting him out to pasture. Where is Hong going? Trying to get solo vision?
Leveraging your early push in the bot 2v2. And after game 1 where Hansama just straight up got bodied by Jackie Love in the matchup, to come in game 2, brush that one off, and then have a performance like this, a massive glow up for this G2 bot lane. They're continuing that pressure. Level 8 Hansama to level 6 Jackie Love. He's being completely zoned away from the farm.
And you can see they're committed to taking Jackie out of this game. They've ignored topside in 369 entirely. They're happy to give him isolated gold as long as they can take it away from Jackie Love.
Yeah, this is something that G2's doing a lot this game. They are constantly committing 4 members to one side of the map. Broken Blade moves into mid to catch the wave. And as you highlighted, Dracos, they're just allowing 369 that solo farm. He's building a lead of his own, but the rest of the map is going all the way of G2.
Hong committed into going into Broken Blade. That's the Fate Sealed for the follow-up. A lot of time wasted here. They do get Broken Blade, but LeBron moving up as well. TES finally finding an angle to strike back.
For that top side, I will say that bot vision has kind of been littered across the map from LeBron. He's got great deep wards everywhere on the map.
Kanavi on the flank though. Hansama caught out for a brief moment. Cream finds him isolated, and Hard reads the play. Hansama name changing to Dr. Seuss after that one. Cream demolishes him.
Oh, Kanavi ultimate wraps around and hits them both. 2 quick kills for TES, and they get the shutdown as well. Cream gets paid.
And this Yone is now becoming a problem for G2. They had a great start to this game, but taking out Hansama gives a nice win.
To be able to funnel into this Yone and have some huge threat. Dragon, though, stacking is still available for G2. They're starting it out very quickly. Broken Blade walking over. Galio ultimate ready.
Eyes on Hansama and the Coling. The most fed, individually powerful member of this G2 lineup. He has to perform in the fight. It's the flank for Broken Blade for now. 369. The ulti combo is real from TES if they can find the angle. Kanavi moving forward, Hung getting chunked out. Taunt off to the side. Kanavi uses ult. It's the drag down for TES. They no longer with the fight. They want to get out. Quick fate sealed from TES. But now the Realm Warp in. G2 moving forward. The suitcase connecting onto Cream, but they don't quite find the snare. TES retreating well, getting the initial objective. Their fate now tempered. Jackie Love locked up. Surely the Sivir falls here, but it's a quick flashback, and G2 walk away empty-handed.
Gage now Hung may have found a nice angle onto Caps.
Caps, no Realm Warp, and they know it. Kanavi here as well, the Profane Hydra, a lot of potential burst damage, move in, reset on the blade, Terra shape, grasp to try and finish it, the Ishtal's edge, knocking down Caps.
And just like that,
be able to roast through the Mundo here. Skewmon did go very heavily into armor, both the crit reduction as well as the Tabis, and getting the minus damage on auto attacks. So 369 still gonna kind of burn right through him.
Difficult position for G2 now. You have to feel that the ease of execution favors top esports. Hansama really needs to be on his A game, cannot afford to get caught again. You highlighted it already, but Jackie Love from being zoned away for so many of the early levels to now comfortably catching waves and farming in the mid lane. Definitely not what G2 were planning for, as Kanavi caught out for a moment. Ulti keeps him safe, connects onto two! G2 thought they had the angle, but TES turn it right back. Hong going through the wall, looking for the setup. Initial binding going down, Redemption coming in to heal up G2 as they're ready to turn it back. Broken Blade there to cover both teams. Fist fighting for control. Ulti in from Cream goes completely wide. He's forced to snap back, but the root is still there. G2 holding on.
Kanavi keeps finding these crazy plays.
Yes, it might have to be a steal. Know that Kiana with Rock Element, though, is so good at stealing objectives.
Waiting on that cooldown for the Terra shape so you can get the double Q off. 4K.
Don't let him in.
Does he want to risk the 50-50? The answer is yes, but Skewmon connects with the smite, secures the Otacon for G2.
That's huge. That's flash off of Kanavi as well. No flash on the Kiana. And went in with Grass, hoping that the invisibility is going to buy him time to get a better smite.
Otacon gone. We're kind of in this neutral mid game where it'll ultimately come down to execution from both sides. Hansama is so fed, working towards what I imagine will be the Infinity Edge. And once he gets it, my goodness, will this Lucian be scary.
That he will, as Hung cut out for a brief moment, but it looks like he's turned it back onto Lebrov. Thought the portal would keep him safe, but it did not. Mundo passive removed, won't be able to pick up the canister, means Skewmon is vulnerable. Heart Zapper there, forced to use the maximum dosage, starting to heal out. The taunt still connects onto Cream, but an excellent equalizer to zone away Hansama. Healing reduction does mitigate some of it. This is about half HP. TES now retreating. They've burned so many ultimates. Keep your eye on the Fate Sealed. Cream on the flank, but he's not going to be able to get much done. His Caps is already looking to take things over, but the ulti still hits! Cream in the clutch, trading 1 for 1. Skewmon and Caps, blinking health bars against 4 standing members of TES.
Incredible triangulation of the engage from Cream onto Hansama, taking him out. Caps is the fearsome member of G2 still left alive, but with the teleport, TES will force them off the objective.
Lebrov inbound with the Tempered Fate, but it does look like TES will tie up the Drakes. 369 not going to follow the magical journey. But TES getting what they came for, securing their second Ocean Drake of the game, as G2 forced to retreat to the top side of the map.
G2, they need to be so much more aware.
So many of those cooldowns and put his gold advantage to work, but his lead starting to shrink. Still 1,000 in his favor. Still an extra BF sword. But keeping my eyes on 369, the Rumble continues to benefit as Jackie Love has been caught out. Skewmon finding him. Kanavi's ulti not doing a damn thing. Mundo going where he pleases. The ulti from the Bard not quite connecting. Ulti from the Rumble, the equalizer, doing a bit of damage back, but the pick in favor of G2.
When in doubt, look to pick off Jackie Love. It is a tried and true strategy. G2, early position into the brush of the red quadrant of the jungle, rewards them.
He's catching Nu. Hong's able to find the knockup, working through. Extra damage onto Skewmon now going through. Cream is going to follow the snapback coming in, but Hansama's already gotten a kill in return. Skewmon is just healing too much. The armor, the crit reduction paying off. Cream flashing out to safety. He found the angle in the previous fight. He will not today. Hung getting run down in G2's jungle. G2 found the initial pick. TES thought they could do one better, but they absolutely could not.
Ring around the rosy.
Hex Blast goes over. Running. Okay, he's dead. And Hung, I gotta be honest, it's been a rough one. You said it earlier, but just continues to make these little mistakes as now 369 is in jeopardy. Shut down on his head, a bounty that G2 are eager to collect. 369 doing a lot of damage, but crucially the taunt turning away from Caps. Caps now 3 kills.
honestly, this pace, G2 are snowballing. They're turning it up there. And now they want the biggest prize of Summoner's Rift.
Oh no, this is a scary objective start. All of Europe is holding onto the edge of their seat as Kanavi is in the area.
Second blue trinket
come down.
Spots it out. Skewmon, of course, happy to tank up a lot of this damage. A massive risk to be certain. Tempered Fate available. TES group. LeBrob holding onto it as long as he can. Kanavi, the grass blade ready to go. Stun onto Jackie Love connecting. Caps immediately going to follow. Redemption coming through, but it's not enough. Once again, Jackie is picked off. Cream coming in with the Q3, but it's just too late. Kanavi trying to make his way out, but he isn't able to grab the grass blade, and down he goes. G2 might not get the Baron yet, but they sure as hell take the fight.
A scary situation that is masterfully handled. G2 find a nice turn onto Top Esports, who don't 5 or 5 members. They put the pressure onto Kanavi, they get the pick onto Jackie Love, and they're looking to secure their first Baron of the series.
What a domino effect for G2. And picking off the Rumble in the side lane results in the pressure lanes very easily with a lot of extra disengage and coverage for themselves. That allows you really impressive use of a Baron buff that guarantees towers will be destroyed, gold will be accrued for G2, and the poise that they have showed on stage here after being demolished in game number 1 results in G2 knocking on the base of TES here, only 27.5 minutes into the game.
Oh, that Civet starting to hurt a little bit. Caps brought down to less than 50% HP. Skewmon largely unfazed by that poke, but Top Esports haven't quite given up just yet. The game is not over. Dragon is alive.
Waiting in the darkness. Q3 from Cream connecting nicely. Redemption to heal him back up. 350 additional HP to hold the line here as G2 knocking down the tier 2s, but haven't broken the base quite yet. Maybe hoping to catch TES off guard.
No Baron buff on Caps means that he's not going to have those empowered minions. He's going to clear out this wave, but that mid tower is soon to fall as G2 continue their siege on the bot side of the map.
TES using the equalizer to clear this wave, knowing there's only one more coming in mid, one more coming in bot before the Baron will fade away. Skewmon chunked out. A nice magical journey to usher G2 into the mid lane. Out-rotating TES for a brief moment does mean the inhibitor should fall. TES, I think, need to give this one up. Cannot afford to force a fight, especially with the Kiana at this angle. No big walls to play around. So hard for TES to get that 5v5.
Yeah, honestly, I think TES just have to play damage control. G2 are keeping up the pressure, though. These bards rotating everybody over to bottom side, and they're going to get this tower as well.
Tower flashing from Hong, looking for the 3-man immediate fall, but he's only going to connect on the Broken Blade. Creep cannot find the ulti, but Skewmon sure as hell can't find the back line. G2 moving through, but Kanavi found the shutdown. In the meantime, the healing now going in. It's a jungler down, but Hanzama is dead as well. Jackie Love and 369 needing now to hold the line. 369 moving through. Jackie Love in the mid lane. TES a bit over-eager on the force there. G2 happy to punish as Cream manages to find the knockup, continuing to poke at G2. And in the end, it'll only be the second inhibitor as G2 set their sights on their third dragon.
I mean, credit to Kanavi to solve points, and they'll hold on to the lead for now.
Yeah, so the Yone is going to be more threatening. Jackie, of course, because he's been put so far behind, needs a lot more time to be able to really catch back up. And so G2, they're not going to...
here. Cream finally going to reset, ready to engage in the fight. 2-man ulti coming in from Kanavi, and LeBrob is on the way out, calling over the wall, taking down Hong as 369 also trying to fire back. The Flame Spitter doing a decent amount of work, but here comes the Realm Warp. Kanavi ulti already gone. He's got no course. Make it out of this one. The grass blade keeps him standing, though, crucially. Flashing from Cream. This time, Ansama's got the movement. Manages to make it out of the way with the Relentless Pursuit, and now Caps chasing down the remaining members of TES. G2 firing back in this game, too, and they may just look to end it here.
G2 bounce back in a masterful way. They stick to their comfort.
Kanavi, decent start to the fight, but it's just not enough. You said it, Betty. A masterful bounce back. We had questions. G2 had answers. The series tied at 1-1.
Beautiful game plan. Attack the bottom lane. G2 just destroyed Jackie and Hung.
They need to secure a few more kills before they round things out. Smart